How are you doing? Hope you're doing great wherever you are in the world. All right, so I just thought I'd say, I don't know if you know this, but I work as a postman. I've been doing this for about a year, nearly a year now, and I deliver parcels rather than mail. So you tend to have to knock on pretty much every door. Um, Now some doors have ring doorbells, and some have like traditional knockers like this that we've got on here. And today I knocked on someone's door using one of these knockers, and it was quite a loud knocker. And the guy at the top said, "Oh, just leave it at the front door." So I did that and then took a photo. And then this woman came out and then started shouting at me, saying, "Do you have to ring? Sorry, do you have to knock so loud?" And I was like, I don't know. I mean, my ears are a bit funny at the moment. They're all a bit blocked up, so wasn't sure if I knocked loud or not, to be honest with you. But I guess from what she was saying, maybe I knocked too loud or whatever. But my point was here, this is kind of it's her door, it's her knocker. I'm using her knocker. So if she doesn't like the loudness of it, then she can get a different kind of knocker which doesn't knock as loudly. But this is late at night, and I'm just trying to get my job done. I'm delivering nearly, I don't know, about 180 parcels in a day, and you just want to get around. And at night time, you just want to get home. It's getting close to winter now, and the nights are drawing in, and it's really hard delivering parcels at night. You can't see the numbers. My eyesight's not getting any better. So really, I don't want to be driving around at night and walking around at night. And the other thing, you can't see what you're walking in. There could be dog poo on the floor. I mean, God knows what. I mean, the other day, for example, I um I went down someone's path and it had dog poo right down the middle of it. Okay. Now, if that had been at night, I wouldn't have been able to see it. And I would have just walked right through it. I mean, it's totally disgusting, honestly. Some of the stuff that I have to do as a postman is, it's ridiculous. It's eye-opening anyway, that's for sure. But I told this woman actually, I said, you need to pick that up. What happens if I'm doing this at nighttime? I'm never going to see that. And she just kind of looked at me as if I was stupid or something. Looked at me as if I was an alien or asking something, a different, oh, okay, how dare you ask me that kind of thing? I mean, but it's absolutely disgusting. Anyway, getting back to this knockers thing, I think it's ridiculous that people coming out saying, I've knocked too hard. If you don't like me knocking, using the knocker and making it sound that loud, then what you can do is get a different knocker. You could use some sort of bit of cloth around the knocker to sort of dampen it, or you could get a ring doorbell, that kind of thing, and they're going to be consistent all the time. If you get a ring doorbell, it's not going to be any louder than you make it. But I would also say that it's her knocker. She's chosen that knocker for that door, right? Um, so it's her choice to have that knocker. I'm just making sure that she gets to the door as soon as possible, really. And when you ring in at night or knocking at night, you want to make it loud because maybe they got the telly on for one, but also a lot of the people will think, and maybe it's kids playing with it or something like that. So I do a certain knock to try and get people's attention because I just want people coming to the door as quickly as possible and getting rid of the parcel and clearing off and getting on with my business kind of thing. So yeah, these sort of knockers, what I would advise if you don't really want a heavy a loud knock is not to get a heavy one because that is it's basically simple physics. It's force equals mass times acceleration. The force equals so the if you're making a loud knock, then the force is going to be bigger. And to make the force bigger, you have a bigger mass, so the mass of the knocker needs to be bigger. So obviously the person who's doing who's doing the knocking, if you put it down quickly, then obviously that's a higher acceleration and that'll give a bigger force. So really what you want to do is have a light metal or something like that to knock on the door with. So something like that, these are quite light, I think. But if you've got something with heavy metal, like something like this, then it can make this kind of thing is probably quite heavy as well. So if you've got a lot of metal behind it, then it can make a big noise. So if you don't like it, change your knocker, or my advice would be to get a Ring doorbell, something like that, or some other company that produces those kind of doorbells. Okay, that's all I wanted to say. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a good rest of your day.